So, hi Pratik, where are you from and what are you going to study in Lille?
I'm from Chennai and I've taken MSc in Strategy, Organization and Consulting in EDHEC Business School.
So, when did the idea of studying abroad first cross your mind?
I think this idea crossed my mind when I completed 1 year at my job, and then I felt like I'm really happy here, but I don't think I could sustain here for long enough, and I wanted a change in what I do. So that's when I thought that I need to change into a business or a management position, and that's when I thought of going abroad for higher studies.
So, why did you pick France and specifically Lille for your masters?
I picked France because Europe in general offers really good work-life balance, and coming from a startup, work-life balance was one of the top priorities that I was searching for. And France offered the best culmination of work-life balance, salaries, as well as the culture is really good there. And also comparing other states in France, Lille is pretty affordable for students, and that's why I chose Lille.
That's nice. So, how did you start shortlisting universities? Like, what was the phase like? Was it overwhelming or was it like exciting?
It was definitely overwhelming, less of exciting, I would say, because there were a lot of options, and I definitely wanted to go to any of the top five universities in any of the states, in any of the countries. And shortlisting the colleges were pretty simple. All I had to see was the top universities as well as what I can afford. So the combination of these were the metrics that I was looking for.
Right. So, was there anything specific you were looking for in a university or the program?
I was looking for the reputation of the college in general and also the alumni network, because alumni is when it comes to business and management studies, alumni network is the most important metric that you need to see. So when I searched about all the colleges, EDHEC was in the top five institutions in France, and the alumni network was really amazing. That is why I chose EDHEC.
So, how did UrbanCoach come into the picture during this phase?
Well, I was a working professional at that time when I was looking for universities abroad. And while you're working, you don't get so much time. You don't have enough time to look for universities. And it's not just universities. There are so many things that you need to know when you look for a college abroad. So I was looking for consultancies that help you with all these processes. And then since I'm from Chennai, I found UrbanCoach, and I found them on Instagram. So I called them, and they were really helpful. In fact, I had even gap in between, but they were still helpful. And even though when I did not contact them myself, they were proactive in contacting me back. And that's how I found UrbanCoach, and that's how I stuck with UrbanCoach.
So, what was the documentation process like for you? The SOP, LORs, resume, etc.
It was actually very complicated because SOPs and LORs, the SOPs actually, they need to be curated based on the type of college. Not every college accepts the same thing. Every college is looking for something else from every student. So it took a lot of research in from all the websites, and good thing that UrbanCoach had a lot of professionals that have been doing this for a lot of time, and they helped me with which college looks for what specific criteria, and based on that we went back and forth on the SOPs. And SOPs, I think, are the most trickiest part in the initial processes of application, and it took a few weeks to get the SOPs completed, but at the end of the day, I think I was really satisfied with all the results.
Right. So, were there any parts of the application that you found tricky or unexpected, and how did UrbanCoach help you tackle it?
Being the first time going abroad, the visa and all the campus France procedures were really difficult. So I had no clue of what to do and where to do all those things. And especially again, as I said, I was working. So while working, it's difficult to find out what are the best practices, what to do, what are the best practices in order to not get rejected, the visas and all. So UrbanCoach knew all those things point to point. They knew what to do, what not to do. They helped me optimize all my strategies for the best results and for positive outcome. And yeah, that's where UrbanCoach came really handy.
Right. So, how helpful was it to have UrbanCoach to guide you during this stage?
It was really helpful. As I said, I was working at that time, and my timings, since I'm working, it was like 10 to 8 p.m. and 7 p.m. And I really did not ever get time to do all the research properly, but I was tension free because I knew that professionals at UrbanCoach were working day in, day out for me. And having UrbanCoach in these times were really helpful because I don't think I could have done all these things individually by myself. So it was really good having them by my side.
Right. So, how was your loan experience? Like, were you worried at first, and how did that go?
Loan experience, even now, I wouldn't say it's the best because I mean, it depends on your profile, how much assets or whatever you're shown. At the end of the day, I don't think you can be ever satisfied with the interest rate that you can get. But I think the most important point is that you need to get a loan before you go. And as long as you get the loan at the right time, and as long as it is comfortable, I think that's well and good. And Urban Coach helped me connect with different banks, and ultimately I had to take it forward. But yeah, it was a really comfortable experience. Yeah.
Right. So, what changed after Urban Coach stepped in? Like, did they make a difference?
It definitely made a difference because while I was looking and shortlisting for universities, I think shortlisting the universities is the easiest part of the entire process, but that's also just the 10% of the entire process. And the 90% of the process, I had no clue whatsoever what to be done. And having a consultancy like Urban Coach in the picture helps you remain tension free, because you know that things are going to go well and they're going to help you at all the time. So, yeah.
Right. So, once you got your admit, what were the next steps? Like, did they advise you with the visa, flights, and accommodation?
Yes, I think the first thing that I had to do was get the flights, and Urban Coach, yeah, they did help me with the visa, the other procedures, also with the accommodation. They let us know what are the procedures. Yes.
Okay, so once you got your admit, what were the next steps? Like, did they advise you with the visa, flights, and accommodation?
After getting the admit, I think the first step that I was instructed to do was get the flight tickets done because that are mandatory for visa. And I was instructed to select the accommodations around Lille, and I was also given the contact numbers of people who can get me those accommodations. And at the same time, there were a lot of other procedures like a visa and so much more. And yeah, I was given the step-by-step procedures, what to do and what not to do by one coach.
Right. So, any advice you'd give to students who are just thinking about applying abroad?
I would say that definitely go for it since you've already made up your mind, and make sure that you do not just submit the LORs, SOPs just half baked. I mean, until unless you are satisfied with them, do not go ahead because at the end of the day, you need to be confident for the interviews and for everything. Because if you're not confident about your application, you're not going to be confident about the interviews also. So make sure that wherever you go with complete confidence.
Yeah. So, if you had to describe this journey so far in one word, what would it be?
At the start, I would say it was really bad and terrific, but now since that everything is done, I would say that it was a really beautiful journey. And since again, this is the first time I am doing this, I'm going abroad. So entire journey was really overwhelming, but since now everything is done, it has been, I would say, really a beautiful couple of months. So much fear, excitement, so much. There was just a lot of emotions going up and down, but at the end of the day, I think I'm really happy with the results, and yeah, everything's done now.
Okay, so all the best, Pratik, and thank you so much.